Okay, we pick this back up as we cross the Rhine into Baden-Württemberg. This is around Karlsruhe. Obviously, still covering quite a bit of Autobahn. Again, just in case you forgot, Germany is a very, very big place. You need to be on the motorways, otherwise you'll not ever get anywhere. We're heading south, trying to make our way towards the Black Forest, which was one of the main things on the itinerary. I can't say that I've done massive amounts of research, as I was covering so much ground in this trip. I've just pointed at the map and thought, let's get there. So this is quite literally approaching the Black Forest. You'll see as we go through this, the more you get closer to it, the more the scenery changing quite dramatically as well. Plenty of sat-nav issues. Again, this was all due to the internet connection, nothing to do with the Africa Twin. The Android Auto on it actually works seamlessly. I've not had any issues with Android Auto itself, but just with my internet connection. A lot of mixed roads, a lot of E, which is basically a European road, a lot of Bs, which are Bundesstraße, I believe, and Ls, which I can't remember what they stand for, but the Ls are the ones you want to go for. Everyone, when approaching this area, rants on about the B500 itself. I can tell you, the Ls, the L roads around the B500 are definitely what you want to go for. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. Yes, the B500 itself is a very nice road, but the jewels are all the other small roads around it. So if you're planning on going into this area, I suggest don't blitz through it. Unfortunately, I've not spent enough time in the area, and not as much as I would now like to have spent in here. Well, in this area. Set up base camp is all I can say. Again, closing in, this is near Gutach. You can see just the sceneries out of this world. The smell is fantastic. So, you know, the fabric conditioner that the missus buys to put in with the washing, this is the real deal, not the fake full-on chemist type of affair, but this is the real deal. The whole area smells wonderful. I know that's a weird thing to talk about, but I can vividly remember the smell in the area, which was absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's our nav again. Didn't really have a clue which way I was going. All I knew at this point, from looking at a map in a petrol station that I haven't bought because I'm stingy like that, I was gonna follow the E531, the 33, and eventually I would have got near enough to the B500 to just use the road signs and figure out which way we want to go from there. So a lot of ground cover, a lot of bikes in the area. It's an absolute hotspot. Like, can't even emphasize how many riders are in this part of the world, especially with this sort of weather. I mean, the weather was absolutely fantastic for the whole trip. At one point further down in Austria, it was 38 Celsius because I had my phone in that horrible thing that I had on my handlebars. It actually shut down because of heat at one point, and all the gear that I was wearing, it got me very close to boiling point as well. But that's something we'll cover a bit further on, gear and stuff like that, once it gets stupidly hot. It was warm but not hot around here. So back to the roads and everything. As you can see, the sat nav was just not there at this point. I've spotted that lad going for this road, and I decided, you know what, had enough of the main road. So L107 Gutak towards Elzach. Just watch this road. This is absolutely astonishing. I can't recommend this enough. The camera will definitely not do it justice. This is an absolute jewel, this thing. Also, the one thing you must keep in mind, you will get distracted by the views. I know I have. I've overcooked a couple of corners at various points around the trip. Just, you know, having a quick impression of what the road ahead of me looks like, I thought, you know what, I'm not even going to bother trying to get the sat nav working. I need to focus on the road. I need to mind my speed and that sort of thing. Not by any means that I have any plans to keep up with the lad in front. You'll see he's going to disappear in a heartbeat. As we go around this corner here, the car in front was very kindly pausing, as you'll see, and he just takes off. Yeah, I didn't have any plans to keep up with him, but come on, look at this road. Just, if you're in the area, do yourself a favor. Don't try to plot the hell out of your route. Just go with your gut feeling. You know, if you think something looks interesting, just go for it. Or as I did here, you know, didn't have a clue which way I was going, so I thought, yeah, if that lad's going that way, it must be alright. Why wouldn't I? And God, am I thankful for this. I'll let you enjoy it. We'll catch up a bit further on. a rather important thing to say is that this isn't a racetrack. Police presence is quite strong, and remember, there's plenty of other road users, so don't be the guy that took off just earlier in the video. As you've just noticed, he had some explaining to do over there. This isn't the best thing for you to have to deal with once you know, you've planned all of this, you know, bothered to go into continental Europe, especially if you're going from the UK. And you know, answering to the law is never a fun thing to do. I definitely wouldn't recommend pushing it when you're on holiday, trying to enjoy yourself, trying to do something that you truly enjoy. I wasn't going to push it. It might look like I've pushed it in a few cases, but I've been riding for long enough to know what I can and can't do. The biggest thing, don't get distracted. Don't ride harder than you usually ride, especially as this is completely unknown if you're not familiar with the area, so on and so forth. I also had a fully laden bike, like panniers on it, dry bag on top of it, tents, sleeping bags, all that sort of good stuff. Heavy bike anyway, so just be aware of what you're carrying with you. Remember what you set out to do, and remember to enjoy yourself without being a nuisance or being a danger to other road users. That's what I wanted to say about this, but let's crack on.
want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for their disease. Breathe just like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. That is your chance to be ruthless.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing.